Hi, my name is Mike Shires, and I'm an Associate Professor of Public Policy at Pepperdine University's School of Public Policy in Malibu, California. It is my privilege to be here today to talk about One Heart for Israel and its important mission in bringing Christian leaders and scholars into close relationship with the Middle East and especially with Israel, to become familiar not only with the place where Jesus lived, but also to meet and understand the modern democracy that is Israel today. As we bring Christian leaders to Israel, they develop a love and an understanding for the place. But to actually meet people, to meet the modern Israeli people, and to know the love they have for this place, and to see the common traditions and the shared experiences and the shared understanding that exists between the American people and the Israeli people is something that you can't find in a textbook, you can't find in a classroom, you can't find in a movie. Probably the most profound lesson that you learn as you go deeper into study is the important relationship between Judaism and Christianity. The idea that our religion is built on the back of the Jewish faith. That in fact, Christ's life, his context, the importance of the choices he made and the sacrifices he made in his life are built on a society that is thousands of years old and rooted in the Jewish traditions. And it's important for our church leaders of the future to understand that context and to see it and experience it. So when they see Christ sacrificing, or they see Christ in the temple, what that actually meant in the culture and traditions of the times. One of the most valuable things that students can get from this is the opportunity to actually walk on the side of the temple and to think about the actions that Christ undertook and to really add color to the perspective that they see in the black and white and red letters of the New Testament and the history that led up to it. One of the most important things that we can do today is to connect our future leaders with the reality that is Israel. Israel is that light on the hill that's shining out in the Middle East, in a place that's hostile to its interest. It is also one of the most diverse cultural communities in the world. It actually serves as a model for the nations of Europe as they figure out how to deal with increasingly large components of Muslim populations, trends that will eventually probably unfold in the United States as well. And so as we think about Israel, it's important that our students understand the context. By experiencing Israel, it will not only transform how they think about the time and place and their faith, but it will transform how they think about the place that is Israel today and its leadership role and its importance as a model not only for American society and European society, but as a model for how to deal with the issues that face our nation ahead.
One of the things that I try to do when I teach the Old Testament is to bring across to students that these texts were written by real people who lived in a real world. And I find that when I can do that, that brings the text alive in their future preaching and their teaching. It takes on a new vibrance. And so, I try to do that in the classroom, and I show them maps and pictures, and I try to tell them all that I can, but there's nothing that you can do for a student to bring that text alive like taking them to the lands in which the Bible was written. And so I think that any opportunity that we can do as Christian leaders to take students over there and to make it financially possible for them to go and to see these things firsthand will absolutely transform their future ministries.